Hello, parents and family members. Dr. McIntosh here, Executive Director here at Drexel Academy. I've got Mrs. Compton with me this afternoon, and so really wanting to provide some more information and explain the policies and procedures, especially for tuition, understanding the Oklahoma tax credit. And so, Ms. Compton, thank you for being and talking with me today. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. So any questions that you have, Ms. Compton, that might help additional family members as they're trying to understand and make sense of all the processes and procedures as it relates to tuition and the Oklahoma tax credit, etc.?
Yes. So in the past, we were approved for the parent tax credit.
Okay.
We were approved for $7,500.
Okay.
So my concern is if the tuition is $11,500 a year, we were getting the $7,500 per semester, so that's $15,000. So I'm a little curious as to why. We're already paying $4,000. Where this extra $900 coming from that I have to pay out of pocket?
Great question. I'm glad that you said that. The Oklahoma Parent Tax Credit provides up to $7,500 per calendar year. That's for 2 semesters. There are 2 installments that are paid to the school. A check that comes right around this time, and so many have signed that. And then there's another one that comes right before the second semester starts. Both of those checks together equal $7,500. That $7,500 is then taken from the $11,500. That's the total tuition for the school year. So you actually won't get $15,000. You will only get $7,500, which is about half of the amount that you were originally thinking. Knowing that $900, that is $100 per child. If you have more than one child, it's $50 for each child as a discount to you. But that money alone will still come from the overall $11,500. So if you get the Oklahoma Parent Choice Tax Credit, that's $7,500 taken from the $11,500. That leaves $4,000. Your $900 then is subtracted from that, and the remaining amount is on the responsibility of our board of directors to work alongside me in raising and securing the funds for that payment. Okay? Every month, around the first of the month, is the due date for your tuition payment. Tuition payments right now can be made in the main office via cash or check, and you will receive a receipt from office staff for those payments. We are working on a way to pay online. However, we've incurred a few technological challenges, and those technological challenges are currently halting our payments. So payments will be due starting Tuesday, September the 2nd for the month of September. We are exercising grace, and we want to ensure that you are clear about all of the processes and procedures. Does that seem to make sense?
Yes, that makes perfectly good sense. However, I am curious too as to, I did see the other options like the tuition or the scholarship that people can apply for. Is there a scholarship that someone can apply for that actually covers the entire $11,500 so that we don't have to pay an extra $100 per month?
Yes. There are 2 other options that are out there, and they are found on their websites, and that is the Oklahoma Scholarship Fund and also the Access Opportunity Scholarship Fund. Both of those are standalone entities that provide money and scholarships for students that are attending private schools like Drexel Academy. But though that information is not attached to the Oklahoma Parent Choice Tax Credit, that's totally different. And so on their websites for both of those entities, you will find information in the application link to fill out for those scholarships. If you are awarded those scholarships, our school site will be made aware of that, and then we'll have a one-to-one meeting to be able to establish what funding is brought in, and if that then is enough money that's given to cover that financial payment that every family is required to make.
Okay, and what about if parents, they apply and they don't get approved for neither one of the choices on there, like how would they move forward with their tuition? Would they just still be paying $100 a month, or $150 a month, or how is that? They'll just be paying that out of pocket?
Yes, ma'am. So if you only have the Oklahoma parent tax credit for $7,500, then every family is required to make that monthly payment, depending on how many students are enrolled in Drexel. It's $100 for one child, and then it would be $150 for two. If you have three, it would be $200. It's $50 for every child outside of the first child.
Okay, and that goes for anyone that's not approved for the parent tax credit or tuition. Like if they don't get approved for any of that, what happens to that child's tuition? Are they gonna have to pay the $11,500 out of pocket?
So it is required to have the application on file. So we
Okay.
still are working with families. So parents and family members as well that are listening in, please make sure that you have filled out that tax credit application. Is very short, and I am committed to being able to help you with that. Please contact the school. We can set up an appointment that works around your schedule, but also know that there's going to be information for some open house nights. We will have one right after the Labor Day holiday, so parents and family members, please stay tuned for that. And just know that we will be making sure that 100% of our students are made aware. And parents and family members, please note, our team is committed. Mrs. Nero, myself, and the entire team are definitely committed to making sure that you have that on file. And we believe, and we want to exercise and grow by faith, that everyone who applies will be able to be accepted. So we'll look at the 900 right now, and then we'll cross that bridge when that time comes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Well, I truly appreciate being able, did I answer all your questions,
Yes, sir.
Ms. Compton? Okay, so glad for that. So thank you in advance, and know that side by side, we thrive. Your child will thrive here at Drexel Academy. Have a great week. Thank you.